Welcome back, everyone, to Outer Wilds. This is Aetherius, as always. And, we have a few things that we need to do still. I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do this time. Maybe we'll go to the Hanging City. We did not get to explore there because we fell into the black hole. We missed our jump. Wake up. Is the quantum moon there? Nope. Alas, alas, alas. It is interesting how the probe does launch into a different direction each time. Oh yeah, so we should try to catch that scout launcher we saw just now. Not the probe. You might not have seen it. There was like a scout that like launched in this direction. Let's see if we can get to it at all. No, these are... Yeah, that goes to where the mining site, I think, under there. So we explored in that direction already. Okay, let's, it's on Brittle Hollow, the Hanging City, right? I think so. Alright, Brittle Hollow, here we come, if we can find you. Dark Bramble, Ash, the Hourglass Twins, Giant's Deep, there's the moon. There it is. I'm seriously so glad for this autopilot. It would make navigating so much harder. And we're gonna have to eventually explore the volcanic moon at some point, but I don't want to do that anytime soon. Wait, hold on, what's that, what's this area? Oh, that's one of the escape pods. This thing. So let's, explore here. Ooh. Maybe we should land up here. No, let's, I think Brittle Hollow has relatively low gravity, right? Yeah, it's just 0.8, so that's not bad. Escape Pod 1. Is everyone unharmed? Plume, no one was badly injured from the escape pod's impact. We're incredibly fortunate. This is good news, at least. Have we heard from Escape Pod 2 or Escape Pod 3? Felix, no, I'm unable to make contact. My equipment can hear the other two escape pods' distress signals, however. If it's any comfort, both pods must be structurally intact. I'll continue calling for them. My gratitude, if we can... the moon is approaching again. Oh yeah, this must be a terrifying place to be caught after a crash. Everyone brace yourself swiftly, the volcanic moon has returned. Be cautious of falling ash and debris. I believe the moon has passed. This planet doesn't appear to have guests. We are certainly unwelcome on its surface. We need to find shelter and quickly. The volcanic moon won't be gone for long. I observed several promising sites below the surface, but we'll need to construct a way for everyone to climb safely down this cliff. Perhaps we could build platforms? So, here's a question, and this has been bothering me for a while. But I just haven't mentioned it. You know how in video games you have the log problem where it's like, why are they writing this stuff down instead of having a conversation? And the answer is convenience of the story, right? Like, oh, you're doing a horror game and you find somebody like, I'm starving or whatever. And it's like, oh, they're chasing me, I have to run. And it doesn't make any sense for it to be written down logs or recorded logs, right? And I've been noticing that too, that was just a straight up conversation. An explanation that they might do, one that could just be convenience of telling the story. That's fine if it is. But I wonder if one of the explanations they may do is they can't verbally communicate. Maybe they can only communicate through writing, or at least ideas like that. Escape Pod 1, vessel has mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated, awaiting departure from vessel. Escape Pod 3, launching Escape Pod 2, now launching Escape Pod 1. Collision imminent, preparing for impact. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Minor structural instabilities detected. Pockets of breathable air detected. Adequate solar energy detected. Verdict, hospitable. Hold on, let's actually see what this is supposed to... Emergency escape hatch. Oh! Okay, bye. That scared me. I'm glad I read that before doing it, so I wasn't just like totally freaked out. Use caution, a black hole sleeps below. You must not slip. Oof. Ah! Ooh. Oh, I don't like that. Don't like that. I mean, I guess it's however long old, thousands of years at least old. So, honestly, it's shocking that this much is still intact. Of note, be sure not to wander far from here. Though the area is somewhat unstable, it's safer than any we've found so far. The temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by meteor impacts. I should turn on my light. I was trying to light up the walls with my jetpack. I have a flashlight. What am I doing? Ah, yes, I can't see. I must burn my jet fuel instead of my AA Duracell batteries. Given concerns about our settlement stability, where should we construct a new, less temporary shelter? I believe we should migrate to the northern glacier. Building beneath the crust again would shelter us from the volcanic moon's eruptions. What if we use gravity crystals to craft a stable path? We need to stay close to the escape pod so Felix can monitor incoming messages. We can't be rescued if we aren't present to respond. I don't believe anyone is coming to save us, Thatch. We must now save ourselves. I agree. We're here because the eye signal called to us and we followed. If we're to find it, we need to not merely survive, but thrive. This is a wise point, Plume, and eloquently made. If moving to the northern glacier will keep us safer, that is what we must do. I wonder, so did these people not have communication with the... They had to be. They had to have been, right? Because stuff here mentions the Ash Twin Project. Unless I'm misremembering that. We should explore these ruins before following the gravity crystals. I almost walked off the edge. I have the universe symbol. Interesting. There's a staff. Can't do anything with that. Thatch, this knowledge is too dear to lose. Here is everything we can recall about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal looks like an eye, round with a circle at the center, much like a point. Suppose the signal was looking for something. The signal was older than the universe itself. This is the most significant detail. No Nomai clan has ever encountered anything like it. How can anything in this universe be older than the universe itself? Imagine what rare and profound knowledge it might offer. We must find this eye of the universe. Okay. Shoot, I wish I had, like, hold on. I'm gonna put a scout for the... I'm gonna put a scout down. Oh! Okay. There we go. I'm gonna put a scout there. Just so I remember that that's... I've been down this path, because we're gonna head back up, right? Also, to remember where we came from. Like, it's like a advanced breadcrumbs. There's writing over there. How do I get over there? Shoot, I can't just be burning my fuel. Shoot. How do I get over there? I must, get over from here. Okay. Nope. Nope, that's not the answer. Oh my god. Okay. There's writing over there, though, right? Like, I'm not imagining that. Huh. Oh, shoot, we're low on oxygen. Shoot. Uh, shoot. We probably have to actually get moving, unless there's trees around here somewhere. I don't think there would be living trees around here. Oh! Okay. Shoot. Oh, trees. I see tree. Tree. Probably should try to find a way that doesn't burn all my fuel getting up there. Come on. Alright. Oh, there's writing up there, too. I'm gonna call my scout back. Oop. We can hear the other escape pod's distress signals, which gives me hope. Folly, are you still here? I am unsure how to survive in this place without you. I'm unsure how to be me without you. Alright, well, you don't have to make it sad. Oh, jeez. Oh, don't make this another cry episode. I don't want this to be another cry episode. I don't want to cry. I'm not tired, but I'm groggy, which makes me more susceptible to crying, and I don't want to cry. I just don't want to do it. So this is the okay, the universe signal, they receive it. Oh. So they get caught in dark bramble. The ship gets, like, crashes or gets caught by dark bramble, and then they send... So is the ship still in dark bramble is the question. Yeah, one goes to the Hourglass Twins, one gets stuck in dark bramble, and one goes to Brittle Hollow. Because I think this is the cracked surface with the dark hole, or black hole. Thatch, I can't understand. Why did the vessel crash in that place? Was the vessel unwell in some way? No, Anona and I checked before the warp, and the warp core and navigation systems were both well. We warped to follow that curious signal from the eye of the universe. Where we arrived was wrong. It wasn't where we tried to go. I suppose it wasn't a problem with the vessel, but with our destination. I'm afraid for our friends in Escape Pod 3. So they tried to warp to the eye of the universe, and dark bramble ended up being their destination. Is dark bramble sentient in some way? But dark bramble does have the, like, space altering properties where it's, like, bigger on the inside and stuff. So I could easily see how that kind of area may mess with, like, warp calculations or something. Oh, here's an anti-gravity floor that's not active. Or extra gravity? I don't know. It's not anti-gravity because it has its own gravity field or whatever. But I don't know what you would call it. Plume, the pain of your absence is strong and haunting, and I would give anything not to know it, anything but never knowing you at all, which would be worse. I can only hope that you are safe, Keek, wherever you are. Alright. Alright, well, stop being sad. You're making me sad. Have you ever considered my feelings? It's all about me. Your grief, it's inconveniencing me. Stop it. Plume, my brother wasn't in Escape Pod 1 with us. Was he in Pod 2 or 3? Was he able to board an Escape Pod at all? I mean, yeah, that would be... You wouldn't know what... in an emergency situation like that, yeah, you would get split up and... Oh, jeez. Plume, we sacrificed too much arriving here. I will not allow our clan's greatest loss to be in vain. I think they must have gotten into communication, at least with Escape Pod, the one that landed on Ash Twin. They must have gotten into communication with them. I wish I had, like, a clock I could, like, look at on my wrist so I could see how much time I have left. There must be a way to do that. Because I can only assume it is 22 minutes. Yeah, I can only assume it is 22 minutes because of the -22 interval they were trying to do. Alright, so this probably leads to the Hanging City. I'm sure I missed areas. Question though, how am I supposed to reach that other side? Because if I jump off, I'll be out of the gravity, right? I'll be out of gravity, or out of this gravity field and be pulled towards the dark hole. So if I jump here, I'm just going to start falling. I can't jetpack across, can I? Yep. Nope. Yep. Yep. Can I make a landing somewhere? Oh, okay. Well. Jeez. Alright. Hold on. I want to look behind me. There's the interloper. Because there's the white hole. I wonder what happens if we fly into it. Oh, don't crash, don't crash. I'm already not feeling too great. Down. Please don't let me run out of fuel. Please don't let me run out of fuel. Okay. Nope. Let me in. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know. Fuel level critical. I guess we'll just teleport to Brittle Hollow. Yeah. I think they got in contact. I think they ended up getting in contact, at least with Escape Pod 1. I could have sworn I saw Ash Twin stuff mentioned in the Hanging City. And they clearly were able to go between planets and stuff because they had the signal tracker on Addle Rock. And they mentioned moving it here. So they at least, yeah, I think, and they moved it to, yeah, okay. They definitely got into contact, but who knows if they got into contact with the pod that was in Brittle Hollow. How long am I gonna have to wait here? I actually may just reset this loop. Yeah, I think yeah. I'm not gonna wait for who knows how long and then have, like, what, 30 seconds left on the clock? I do wonder if I could get a wristwatch somewhere, though. Maybe if I talk to people. Oh yeah, I wanted to something that occurred to me. I could talk to those kids and give them my signal scope and see what they do with it. There was two kids, first loop, that were like, "Oh, can we play with your signal scope?" And I was like, "No, I'm a responsible adult. You can't have my expensive sensitive equipment." They're up here, right? Yes. You're not a kid. Talk to Tefra. Hello, astronaut. If it isn't my favorite troublemaker, we wanted to play hide and seek, but Moraine won't let us borrow their signal scope because it's really delicate and not supposed to be thrown around like that. Hey, can we use your signal scope? Can we? Can we please? We'll even let you be it. Sure, let's play. Woohoo! Okay, here are the rules. Galena and me will hide with these It's Galena and I. We'll hide with these radios and you'll use your signal scope to find us. Last one to be found wins. Okay, close your eyes and start counting. Okay. Oh, is this like a signal scope? What? You have a whole orchestra over there? What's going on? Oh, you're like playing music. Okay, you're playing you're playing a radio. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. Aw, you found me, but my hiding... Oh, it's so loud here. But my hiding spot was super good. Don't forget, you have to find both of us, okay? Let's get out of the water. Oh my god. I don't have my jetpack. Whoops. Alright, whoa, that was loud. That was real loud. I wonder if time is passing right now. They're over there. So they're like right there, but I can't get up there from here. Can't get there from here! Are they on top of this roof? Yeah, they are. I won? I'm happy. Thanks for playing with us. Why is the music so loud all of a sudden? What's going on? Hold on. It's a great music. It's just super loud all of a sudden. Let me turn down... Hopefully I won't have to turn that down in post. But I want to go back to the anti-gravity cave. I feel like there must be something in there. Because it's very unusual. Right? It's very weird that there's an anti-gravity cave in the middle of a planet. Yeah, Zero G Cave. Yeah, I already talked to you. Well, let's talk to you again. We haven't talked to you after resetting. Hey, I thought I might see you before the big launch. Nerves getting better to you? Are you kidding? I'm a natural at this. Is that so? Funny. I seem to recall the first time you strapped on a jetpack, we had to come fish you out of the crater near the South Pole. So listen, there's a satellite, which is definitely not just a piece of broken mining equipment set up down at that needs repairs. If you're looking for a little last minute Zero G, yeah. Okay, so he had nothing new to say. We had nothing new to say to him. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, why would you concern somebody with... He doesn't also seem like he would have a solution to the time. Like, he's like a... He would not have a solution to the, Love stars. To the time loop problem. But yeah, I wonder if, the timer doesn't start until we leave. Because we did spend, like, quite a while in Timberhearth before leaving. Oops, come on. Oh my god. Okay, so... give me the dirt. Some fresh dirt, not much happening down here lately. Let me think. Come to think of it, Tektite saw something crash outside the village crater earlier. That's new and different. Oh hey, how about that? Yeah, there was a fire watch with an old scout launcher and we saw smoke, so we wanted to go check it out. Safety first, right? No, I'm kidding. I said that to Tektite once. Pretty rude how long they laughed for, if you ask me. Yeah, so that's the dark bramble seed, I think. I don't think there was any other crashes. I mean, there could have been. But I'm pretty sure that's the dark bramble seed. Okay, so... Hold on, I'm gonna... I don't have... Hold on, I don't have my scout launcher. Oops. Yep. So there must be something weird going on in here somewhere. Right? Where's the next? I said I would repair it. I might as well repair it, even though I've already done this. Oops. Stop moving. Stop moving. There we go. Okay, and then there was one in the center, right? Yeah. Okay, so I don't have my scout launcher yet. I think that's probably part of the suit in my ship, right? That's part of all that equipment. I'm not seeing anything weird down here, though, besides the fact that it's a zero-G cave. But why is it zero-G? Why is there just a zero-G cave in here? Very weird. Very weird. Alright, well that didn't really lead to any insights. Oh, I'm good at this. I'm good at this. Yeah, okay. Oh, I gotta return the suit. Huh. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. I guess we'll just talk to him to let him know we finished it, and then head out. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else in Timberhearth that we haven't done that we should be doing. Nicely done. Launch codes, get out of here. Yeah, okay. No, I think we should just head on out. Last time I tried to fall from this height, I died. So let's not do that, as much as I would love to. So this is our memory, what, how did Gabbro put it? Our memory partner, or something? Interesting. So, sorry. If you don't know, the reason why goats and other... I don't know how many other... Like cows, I think, have them too. Maybe they don't. Have horizontal pupils is because it gives them a higher field of view, essentially. They can see more horizontally. So them having a horizontal pupil in the middle and then two horizontal eyes looking out to the sides gives them way more like ability to see around themselves than they would have otherwise, because it kind of looks kind of goofy, right, with their eyes pointed out that way. But if they have this center eye here, that would make sense. But they were probably evolved from prey animals, if I had to guess. Wherever they come from, biology functions similar to our evolutionary history, which it might not. Maybe they needed the field of view for something else. Maybe they're very community oriented and needed the field of view to like better see the members of their herd all the time or something. I don't know. You could come up with a bunch of explanations for it. But yeah, three-eyed goat person makes a lot. It makes a lot of sense in terms of just them what they're able to see. Although for us it would be disorienting, one because we don't have three eyes, but also they're on different levels. Like one's on the forehead and then they're on. So it would just be, I don't know. It'd be weird. Their brain probably is obviously evolved to handle that, but it would probably give us headaches. Although the brain's very adaptable. Like if you've ever worn, like there are glasses that like flip your vision, right? They're like so you see everything upside down. If you wear those types of glasses for long enough, you just start seeing things right side up again because your brain adjusts and flips it. There's also the blind spot that we have from our retina, or from our optic nerve. So our nerves are on the front of our retinas for some reason. Octopus actually have it on the back of retinas, but our optical nerves are on the front, and then they have to go to the back of the eye to get to the brain somehow, right? So they go through the retina, and so we all have a natural blind spot in each eye. It's like in the peripheral vision. I'm sure you might have seen like, oh, if you look at this part of the image, the dot on the side will vanish because your brain fills in the blanks. And that also happens with vision loss. There's a reason why you don't want to look at the sun or lasers, is because it damages your retina, but you won't even notice because if your eyes get damaged enough. Let's go to Dark Bramble, because I want to see if we can find that pod, because there was that red light. I was wondering what that red light was when we were searching for it. When we're searching for feldspar. Where is Dark Bramble? But oh yeah, retinas. So yeah, lasers. They basically poke holes in your vision, but your brain covers it up because it has enough other visual information to be like, oh, I know what's there. I'm gonna fill in the blanks. And the reason why lasers and looking at the sun and stuff is so dangerous is because you don't even notice how bad your vision is getting until it's so bad that your brain can no longer fill in that information on itself. So it seems like, so if you do that enough, like get blasted in the eyes with lasers enough, or look at the sun enough, or bright lights enough, you don't notice until your brain. It seems like your vision deteriorates all at once, all so suddenly, when that's not the case. It's very scary, very scary. Don't mess with lasers. Never shine lasers in other people's eyes, ever, 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 ever. Especially not your own eyes. That's why I would not trust kids with lasers, even with a laser pointer. Anyway, weird tangent about eyes. Oh, okay. So let's try going to this red one. Hopefully it's not an anglerfish or something. Oh, shoot. I think getting too close to the walls makes... Because I think they have their own gravity. That's an anglerfish, probably. That's also probably an anglerfish. Where is the red light? It was in this direction, right? It's hard to tell because I keep getting turned around. Here it is. Okay, so is this the escape pod or whatever? Ooh. Oh, I hate that. Ooh, okay. No. Oh, so many. There's so many. Maybe I can launch a scout to distract them? Does that distract them at all? Oh wait, hold on. I think I got booted back to the beginning. But there must be a way I can, like, pass... Yeah, I think I got booted back to the beginning when I backed out. Huh. We should probably talk to Feldspar. Oh, God! Okay. I guess that made me go sideways into an anglerfish. We should probably go to Dark Bramble anyway and try to talk to Feldspar. Maybe he'll have information on the escape pod, and maybe he's seen something. I don't know if he'll know how to get around the anglerfish because, I mean, he crashed from an anglerfish chasing him, so he may not know that. But he did mention that the anglerfish are very territorial. Then why were those two like on top of each other though? There were like two that like right next to each other. Anyway, he mentioned that the anglerfish were very territorial and tended to stay away from one another. Yeah, I guess that's not until we know how to get around anglerfish. We probably can't chase that red light. But that red light's probably the vessel and or escape pod, if I had to guess. Dark Bramble. Yeah, let's talk to Feldspar. It's been a while. Accelerating towards destination. But yeah, the brain is very adaptable. It's very good at tricking itself into believing certain things. There's also that the sensation. So if you don't know, there's the whole in VR. There's this whole phantom touch thing, which I think some people probably do play up, but where your brain starts to think of the environment as real, and you can like hallucinate sensations. There's this one very interesting experiment that you can see it's easily visually recorded, where there's somebody who had a towel thrown over their real arm and put behind a screen. And then there was a rubber hands placed in front of them, and basically they a researcher or whatever would stroke a feather along the rubber hands, like index finger and your real index finger at the same time, so it would like link your brain, it would trick your brain into thinking the rubber hand was yours. And eventually it gets to the point where he would stop stimulating your real hand and instead like stroke a feather or like touch the rubber hand, and your brain would automatically fill in the sensory information, and it would trick itself into. So Feldspar, we went to this one. I want to see if the other locations also lead to him. I think they probably do. And then of course that experiment ends with somebody taking out a hammer and smashing the rubber hand, which is just funny because it makes the person freak out and think they felt pain. So the brain like tricks itself in that kind of way. It also doesn't really know where any of your limbs are at any point. It just fills in context clues so you can figure out where your limbs are. I didn't like how I saw it swaying. Okay, I was probably just imagining that. Anyway, it's fascinating stuff. Fascinating stuff. Or at least I think it's fascinating. Other people may not. But that's why hallucinogenics and stuff are also so potent. because your brain can just and why the placebo effect is such a thing, and nocebo, which is basically a negative placebo. If you don't know, placebo effect is you being tricked into a positive thinking something has a positive effect on you when it doesn't, and then it ends up having a positive effect. Nocebo is the opposite. And it's why people can get worried sick. They worry themselves so much they make themselves sick. They're so concerned about how they feel that they can end up making themselves even sicker. Anyway, I could talk about this for hours, so I'm going to stop. Where'd you come from? No one. Yep. Say it's you. They made you an astronaut. You haven't blown yourself up yet. Let me guess. Anglerfish? Feldspar, you're alive. Well, I thought you were dead. Have you been in Dark Bramble all this time? Depending on how all this time is. I've been here a while, I guess, ever since I crashed my ship into... That is, ever since my daring escape from the jaws of an anglerfish. You crashed your ship, didn't you? Obviously, yes. No need to be rude. My story goes like this. I just finished exploring the core of Giant's Deep, and I wanted to try my hand at Dark Bramble, seeing as no one had ever been before. Getting around in Dark Bramble was easy, mind you. Once you've dodged one massive interdimensional vine bristling with thorns, you've dodged them all. Oh. Now, is he talking about dodging as in just not crashing into them, or is he talking about dodging as in the vines like lashed out? Because that's kind of what we saw with the painting, right? Where the vines were like reaching out and strangled the vessel. But after a while, it runs this huge anglerfish. You've seen him. Big gnarly things, and yeah, it knocks me into a vine, and well, like I say, crash. Starts making noises coming apart from the inside. That ain't great. Yeah. It's neither fast nor die. Yep. We've seen all this before. No wonder there's so many stories of you back home. You're not half bad yourself, making it here in one piece. Anyway, that's how it all went down. Hatchling, story's over, but feel free to stay and enjoy the fire for a while. Or don't. Fire's not going anywhere. I found something. I found the frozen jellyfish. I found my writing saying anglerfish are blind. Aha! So the blasted things do have a weakness. Meaning my fly as fast as I can approach to deal with them could have used a little bit more thought behind it. Ah, well, at least they didn't eat me. All's well that ends well, eh, hatchling? Putting up a marshmallow. Oh, so maybe if I'm out of the ship or going super slowly, I can get past them. You reached the core of Giant's Deep? That was a wild one, since you're asking. Feels like cheating. Complete alone. This big hollow vine. My ship. Yep. If I were you, I'd go take a walk and see where it ends. Yeah, so that's where we find the so it's something with jellyfish. Where's your ship? What happened to this anglerfish? Shouldn't I tell ground control to come get you? Found something. We told him about the dark bramble seed on Timberhearth. We talked about the jellyfish. Still very cozy. Okay, well. And this leads to Timberhearth, right? Hold on. How do I get the... No, this just comes back, right? Okay. So yeah, maybe if I can get out of my ship or something, or just go really slowly. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get out of here in time, though. Before the sun explodes. That is. Because I don't even know... Is it this way? Ooh. Ow. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna just reset the loop. It'll be faster resetting than it would be trying to find our way out of here. So I guess we'll have to try just going real slow, I guess. Or maybe getting out of the ship. Not a huge fan of the idea of getting out of the ship, though. But if it's zero gravity, momentum will carry us forward, right? So if we I've got ideas cooking, but I'm not a great chef. Let's see. Dark Bramble, Dark Bramble, Dark Bramble. So yeah, Dark Bramble is definitely the fly in the ointment here. And if it's shooting off seeds, it would just take over the rest of this. Is the auto flight going to fly me into the sun? Is it gonna fly me into the sun? Oh my god. Okay. That was... I swear to God. I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen. It seems like it is. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll get to the red core seed thing and then get out of the ship. And that way I can find, I'll have a way, I'll have the signal, my ship signal to get back to. But yeah, so let's, whoops. Because momentum will carry us pretty far. But the ship, I think, is just too loud. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. No, 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 no. Okay, well... No, 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 no. Go away. Go... God damn it. God damn it. Okay, well, we gotta hug the corners, I guess. Oh, dude, I don't need the memories of this life, honestly. The memories of this life were kind of lame. We can just scrub them. We can scrub them. You don't need to send those ones back, Mask Friend. Hey, so we're gonna do this right this time. Dark Bramble, here we come. Where are you, Dark Bramble? There you are. Oh, don't take me through the sun. Don't take me through the sun. Stop being so far away. No, 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 no. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Are you... Die within 60 seconds of waking up. Gone in 60 seconds. That's the achievement I just unlocked. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so go around the sun. Dark Bramble, other side sun. Don't go straight to Dark Bramble. Go around. Go round, Big Fire. Where sun? Where sun? Oop. There's sun. There's sun. There, Dark Bramble. Okay. I think we're safe to autopilot now. Oh, jeez. I'm a professional. Fate of the universe is in my hands. And maybe Gabbro's. And then maybe somebody else's. Probably not universe. Solar system? I don't know. Can we even stop a supernova? Who knows? Is this all futile? Maybe. Alright, let's keep going. So was this like an icy planet? Yeah, it looks like that's like ice texture, so I think it was. Okay. Isn't it a different location each time? I think it feels like it's like in a different place each time. Because this is like sort of like bottom left middle, and while before it was like higher up. All right, so what we're gonna do, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, we're going to get out of the ship. We're gonna land. Okay. We're going to get out of the ship. And then we are going to... God, this is like the, what are they called? The deadlights in Pennywise's mouth? Ooh. These don't look like regular anglerfish. No! Did I make noise? I think I made noise. Shoot. But those didn't look like the other anglerfish, right? They had like weird tentacle things. And if they're like a different species of anglerfish, I guess that might make sense because they're all like on top of each other, and Feldspar said they're pretty territorial. So I don't think those are regular anglerfish. All right, let's try again. We'll get it this time. They didn't activate immediately, so I think I must have just hit the rocket. Like I tapped it and it made sound. Dark Bramble is over here. Oh, the autopilot's taking me through Timberhurst atmosphere, of course, because I'm a good pilot that knows what... No. Abort autopilot. That was crap autopiloting. You're a crap autopilot. Alright, now you can autopilot. Now I give you permission to do my job. Oh, the quantum moon's around, Dark Bramble. Let me see. Oh, so let me see if it is in a different location than before. The route to get to Feldspar seems pretty consistent, but I think the red light may not be. Yeah, it's in a different location again. So it moves around. I don't like that. There's an anglerfish like right there, so we gotta go around. But I'm pretty sure the anglerfish that aren't in the red area just look like anglerfish with like a fin at the end, right? But these are like have like tentacles. Very, very strange. Oh, okay. Yeah, seriously, they look like the deadlights. Okay. No. I want to get out of the ship. I don't want to be in the ship for this, because the ship is definitely just way too loud, I think. Okay. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this. Okay, so we just need to align ourselves. Okay. I'm not moving. Okay, now I'm just going to let myself float forward. Hopefully I have enough momentum. I should theoretically have enough momentum, right? Shoot, shoot, shoot. I don't think I will, and I can't, like... I don't want to bump into this one. Shoot, I'm running out of momentum, I think. Crap. Maybe I... Okay, they are blind, though, so... I definitely made noise last time. Am I still moving? I don't want to, like... I don't think I am. I think I'm... Oh, no, I am. I need to get a little bit further away. And then maybe I can... Is this signal scope doing anything? It is not. Okay. So... I think yeah, I'm far enough away. Whoa. Oh. Oh, I don't like this. Whatever this is, I don't like it. What is this? Are these like eggs? Are these like anglerfish eggs? I think these are anglerfish eggs. Right? What the heck? I mean, if these are eggs, it would make sense why there's so many anglerfish here. Like protecting the eggs, maybe? Hold on. No, that's an anglerfish. That's probably also an anglerfish. Is that an anglerfish? No, that's another seed core. Those are anglerfish over there. Weird. Weird. There's only two lights. Maybe one's an anglerfish and one isn't. Alright, let's just, Oh, I hate this. I hate this. What a interesting and clever encounter design, though, if that's what you can call it. Okay. Okay, that's an anglerfish. So that's a seed. Okay. Two, and this is another one with two lights. Is it the same sort of situation? I hope I'm not looping here. Three minutes of oxygen remaining. That's not great. So the anglerfish do make sound, though. They like make snoring sound. So I'm hearing snoring sound from my left. 50% fuel, and so this is another core, but am I still, is this just looping? Maybe if I go through a different side? No. It's the same thing again. Hold on. I forgot I have a scout launcher. Okay, I managed to hit it in there. Is it coming behind me? Yeah, it is. So that's just looping. Where's the other light? I think the other light is a anglerfish. Oh, it got stuck on a... Okay, so we're going to this light. Maybe if we enter from a different side that doesn't have two, maybe each side of the thing has... I don't want to do this again. So I hope we can find it before I die of... Or maybe there's more behind it. So that has two, this has two, they all have two, it seems like. Shoot, I'm almost out of fuel. Yeah, the scout's coming back. Shoot, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna end up dying. Fuel level critical. But maybe... Is that's two again. But these are spinning. No, that's just coming back. So what am I supposed to do? Well, I'm dead. So... Yeah. Shoot. Shoot. I definitely feel like there's something missing here. I'm definitely missing something here. I'm just not sure what. But what a neat idea for an area. Let's, before we end... actually, we can do that next time. So I think actually we're going to stop here. Thank you all so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure. And I hope to see you all next time. Goodbye. Wonderful.